Hello everyone, my name is Sutton the Wolf and welcome to Either. This is sort of like one of those would you rather sort of deals. So, I mean, I don't really think that needs explaining, so let's just get right into it. So, would you rather speak in only Ebonics or understand no slang whatsoever? So, I don't know what Ebonics means? And I already don't understand slang whatsoever, so I think I'm fine with that. And apparently 65% of people in the world agree with me. Would you rather catch your best male friend sleeping with your mom or catch your best male friend sleeping with your sister? Well then, I don't have a sister, so I guess that. Alright, wow. Well, I guess that would make sense. Like, I mean, even if I did have a sister, I'd probably prefer that over my mother. Like, because at least my best male friend is, like, around my age. It would just be weird if it was with my mother. Well, even more weird, I guess. Would you rather always have messy, unkept hair or always have stains on your clothes? Oh, God. See, this is two things I really hate. I hate both of these things. Like, I love my hair so much, like, I don't want my hair to just be messy all the time, but if I had stains on my clothes, then, like, people are just gonna assume things about me. Oh, man. I like my hair too much. I have to go with the stains. Wow. Well, I guess it does make sense. Like, you don't even know what the stains are, so I guess that does make sense. Alright. Would you rather be allergic to sugar or be forced to wear ponchos 24/7? That's a pretty big difference. Well, being allergic to sugar would really suck. Like, I couldn't have any stuff that has sugar in it, I'm assuming that means. And, like, that begs the question, how allergic? Like, would I get hives? Would I, like, die? I'm gonna assume it means, like, something unbearable. So, I mean, ponchos aren't bad. Like, why not? Yeah, see? People love their sweet tooth. Would you rather be on jury duty or go to work? Well, I mean, if you think about it, going to work would just mean making videos and editing videos for me, so, I mean, hell yeah. Yeah, thought so. I've never been on jury duty. I don't know how that is. Would you rather be famous on Tumblr or be famous on YouTube? I think this goes without saying. Mainly because I hardly even know anything about Tumblr. And because, you know, I'm a YouTuber. Yeah, oh, wow. Wow. Alright, 91%. That is a lot. Alright. Would you rather live in a world with no spiders, but all other bugs at their current population, or live in a world with only spiders, but with a 50% increase to their current population? Okay. Well, I don't mind spiders. Like, I mean, I honestly think they're kind of cool. And I've never been, like, bitten by a spider before. And I know in the area around here, there's, like, very few venomous spiders that would actually be dangerous. So, I mean, compared to all other bugs. But then if you think about it, if all other bugs are eliminated, then how are, like, flowers going to be pollinated and whatnot? I think I'm thinking too much into this. I'm gonna go with the fucking spiders. Wow. I guess people were being smart about it. I'm just the dumbass that's gonna let the world die because it has no plants. Well, okay. Would you rather eat 50 sticks of celery every day or eat 50 Brussels sprouts every day? Well, I've had celery and it's not awful. And I've never had Brussels sprouts, but I always hear that they're awful. So I'm gonna go with celery. Alright, 74%. Yeah, I think there's, like, always that stereotype that Brussels sprouts are just, like, the devil's food. Like, they're terrible. They're just awful. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people like them. Would you rather be blind or be dumb? Well, okay, that's, well, if I'm dumb, then I'd probably take for granted my sight. And being blind is one of those things where if you're blind, you learn to, like, use your other senses and appreciate them more. And so I feel like that moral lesson would be worth much more than just having your eyesight, as opposed to like being dumb. So I'm gonna go with that. Wow, you people you people take everything for granted. Come on. Would you rather be Rosa Parks or Harriet Tubman? Ooh. Okay. So both of these women were very big in civil rights. Okay. You know, I think I'd be Harriet Tubman, you know, because going on the Underground Railroad and like all those like hidden like all those paths and stuff and like freeing people, that'd be really cool. Like I think I'd go with that. Wow. 60% of people. Okay. Well, apparently I'm wrong. Would you rather be Dr. Zoidberg or be Kif? Who the fuck is Kif? I have no clue who Kif is. Okay, well, in that case, I guess Zoidberg. Yeah, okay. I guess Kif's not important. For a story that you're interested in, would you rather read the book or see the film? Always. I always want to read the book. Films have to be films can't be long enough to have everything that's in the books. Like, a lot of the movies I've seen that are based off of books just leave a whole bunch of shit out, and it just doesn't work. So definitely read the book. Really? Come on, guys. Seriously? Gosh, you people are lazy. Get a book. Go fucking read. Reading's fun. Would you rather sleep on a pillow with a blood stain or sleep on a really hard and uncomfortable pillow? Is the blood stain from my blood? That's my big question. Like, am I sleeping on a pillow that someone was murdered on? I mean, and even then, like, if I sleep on a hard and uncomfortable pillow, then like all of these, I'm gonna get a bunch of like problems. I won't be able to sleep. Like I'd have like neck problems probably. So I'm gonna, fuck, it's a blood stain. Who gives a fuck? It's probably dried out anyway. Wow, that was really close. Okay. I guess it really begs the question whether you're okay with blood or not. Alright, would you rather be part of a real Jurassic Park scenario or be part of a real Day After Tomorrow scenario? Ooh. Probably Jurassic Park, just because I'd be really curious to see how I really would like to see dinosaurs in real life. That'd be really cool. And if they could be contained, then if they could be contained and not like murder us all, then that would actually be like really cool. And even if they did like go amok, then I mean we could fix it. Yeah, most people agree. Alright, would you rather clean a room covered in blood or clean a room filled with poo? Blood, thank you. I don't think that's much of a contest. Would you rather have anything you write become truth or know all the truths there are now? Oh gosh, if I could write the future, that would be wonderful. Oh yeah, definitely. That's not even a question. No way around death. Would you rather be president but then be impeached after 3 weeks, or have complete power over the world but then get killed after 3 weeks? Well, okay, so there's no way around death, so I can't just say, okay, make a way for me to not die in 3 weeks. I mean, probably president just because I could live. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah. I mean, 3 weeks just isn't worth it. Alright, would you rather be fat and smell nice all the time, or be fit and smell like sweat all the time? So would I rather... Okay, so would I rather be myself or be a smelly, fit version of myself? Not to say that I smell nice all the time, but like I usually keep decent care of myself. So it's like I don't smell bad. Like, I mean, I use deodorant, it smells decent. I mean, I'm happy with who I am. Like, I mean, who cares if you're big? Like, seriously, more power to you. Wow. Huh. Fair enough, people. Would you rather have an excellent relationship with an imaginary friend or have a terrible relationship with 3 real friends? Okay. If I have an excellent relationship with an imaginary friend, then that's just in addition to all of my other friends, I would assume? Because I have plenty of good friends in the real world. But or have a terrible well, I guess that would mean if I have a really good relationship with an imaginary friend, then I guess I would like talk to them, and it would be kind of like a schizophrenia situation. So people would like think I'm crazy and not want to be around me. Or I'd have a terrible relationship with 3 real friends who wouldn't actually be my friends now that I think about it. But compared to everyone else, but if I have problems with 3 real people, then that's probably gonna solve problems with other real people, because you have like, whenever you hate someone and they hate you back, it's never like just a one-on-one thing. It's always like, okay, this person hates you, so their best friend hates you, and their best friend hates you. Like, it's such a chain reaction. So I'm gonna go with the imaginary friend. That's one extra friend in my mind. Would you rather have a stomach ache or have a headache? Headache. Oh my gosh, stomach aches are the worst because it's like really hard to eat and everything. Headaches, you can usually just kind of like... Headaches, I can usually sleep off, but stomach aches are really rough for me. Would you rather live in a treehouse or live in a floating boathouse? Well, considering nowadays with all these hurricanes happening, I definitely live in a treehouse. Plus, how fucking cool would that be? Like, you always see like the imaginary tree houses, or even like the real ones that they have. I think they have TV shows about it where they build really cool tree houses. Like, fuck yeah, I'd live in a tree house. Yeah. People are right. Okay. If you and a sibling are kidnapped, would you rather live and let your sibling die or die to save your sibling? Well, my brother is like the person that I love most in this world, and my brother does pretty much anything better than me anyway. So he'd be more worthwhile to save, so definitely, yeah. See, this is one of those where people are always like, oh yeah, totally, I'll kill myself to save somebody. But like, in reality, they probably wouldn't. Like, I always kind of find that interesting, how people are so ready, they're so easy to say like, oh yeah, I definitely like hurt myself for the greater good. But like, when it comes down to it, it's a lot harder. Would you rather have blue skin or red skin? Well, okay then. Well, okay, so would I rather look like I live in the ocean or look like I have sunburn all the time? Ocean. Wow. Fucking, okay. Alright. I'm not gonna say anything about redskins. Nuh-uh. No, that's bad. Nothing wrong with red. Would you rather die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain? Die a hero. Always. I don't want to be a bad person. Would you rather go to the dentist or watch women's sport? Women's sports are interesting. Like, what's wrong with women's sports? I love women's sports. Like in women's tennis, I watch that shit all the time. For the rest of your life, would you rather live in a library where books are your only form of entertainment, or live in a prison cell where you can have access to any channel on TV? Well, I mean, if I live in it says live in a library where books are your only form of entertainment. So I would assume that means that I'm living in a library, and in that library, books are the only form of entertainment. But like, I could still go places. If I live in prison and I can only watch TV, like, I can't do anything else. And TV would get boring after a while, so I'm gonna live in a library. Plus, like, I would learn so much from the books. Yeah. Would you rather be blocked in a New York City studio apartment with 400 pugs for a year, or be forced to round up all the pugs in the US and put them on a boat bound for North Korea? Fuck no! I love pugs! Pugs are adorable! Fuck yeah, I'll live with pugs! Why would you send the pugs to Korea? Keep the pugs. Would you rather fight a bear or fight a lion? Well, a lion is, if I remember correctly, lions are faster. So, like, I feel like I could possibly tire out a bear. I don't know. Bears are stronger, though. I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be able to outrun either of them. So I'd probably want to fight a lion just because I have a better chance of, like, overpowering a lion, if that makes sense. Wow. Nobody fucking with Simba. Alright, would you rather have a hot spouse but be poor, or be homosexual with a famous actor and be rich? Well, I mean, being homosexual with a famous actor and being rich, like, if I'm being homosexual, like, if I choose to be homosexual with a famous actor, I would assume I'm happy, right? Like, it doesn't say be homosexual against your will with a famous actor. Like, I mean, if it's saying that I would be homosexual, that would just be, okay, I'm homosexual, so what? So, like, I mean, I'm not homosexual, but if that would mean that I would like being homosexual, then sure, like, why not? That's a win-win. Wow. Oh my gosh, everyone. What's wrong with homosexuals? Would you rather be a centaur or be a mermaid or man? Merman, definitely. I love the water. Like, if I could like breathe underwater and like go see all the fish and things, like that'd be so cool. If you're a centaur, you're just like bigger and you run fast, but like being a merman, like I understand it'd be kind of hard to walk on land, but like so like there's so much more water in the world than there is land. So I think it'd be really cool. Would you rather live without your cell phone or live without your iPod? So I have a smartphone and I have an iPod Touch, and I never even use the iPod Touch anymore. So screw you, iPod Touch. Yeah, people can't deal with their cell phones without their cell phones. Would you rather be allergic to peanut butter or be allergic to chocolate? Ooh. I'm not allergic to either of these, but I know people who are allergic to both of them. And I know the people that are allergic to chocolate are like way more miserable. So I'm gonna go with peanut butter. Yeah, nobody gives up chocolate. All right, couple more. Would you rather sleep in a room a little too warm or sleep in a room a little too cold? Probably cold, because if it's warm, you can only take off so many clothes. But when it's cold, you can put on layer after layer after layer. So definitely a little too cold. Yeah, see, people are smart. All right, one more. Would you rather stab yourself in the stomach with a 5-inch blade or cut off the tips of all your own fingers? Well, okay, this looks like a decent point to stop. So I'm gonna leave this question to you. Leave in the comments what you would do with this. Would you rather stab yourself in the stomach with a 5-inch blade or cut off the tips of all your own fingers? I'll probably say, I'd probably stab myself. Like, I'm assuming that means I live. So yeah, I'd go with that. But tell me what you guys would think. So that's going to do it for me for this episode, guys. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you can. All that stuff really does help me out as a YouTuber. And I will see you guys next time.